We can take a few questions.
Hi, Ishaan, first of all.
Hi.
One of my friends was like, why are you going crazy about him? Like, so first of all, I just want to tell that it's not because of the glamorous background you have or how cute you are or anything like that, but but it's actually because of Beyond the Clouds. You and I are of the same age, and but you are so talented and you are so grounded at the same time. You know how you balance between that glam world and be connected to small movies, and how do you balance those things, and what would be your message to the audience like us?
Thank you so much, Srishti. That was very, very kind of you. Thank you for watching Beyond the Clouds. And this is the value for me of being an actor. You connect with people about things that oftentimes you wouldn't otherwise. You get this, it's a form of expression, and this is for me the ultimate way of expressing myself. And we're very, very lucky to have that outlet. A lot of people don't. A lot of people would like to express themselves to a larger group of people but don't know how to. I don't have a larger message to give to young actors. I hope I can somehow inspire them through my work. But for me, it's not so much about trying to be a beacon of light for people or inspire them. It's a journey for me to find myself, to find truth. I think it's a great privilege to be an actor, and if you are pursuing that, I would say do it all out. Don't hold back anything. Give everything you have, even if it's too much. And yeah, educate yourself. I think it's very important to educate yourself about whatever you're doing. You know, a lot of people don't give that enough value. It may be a different way of educating yourself. It might be unconventional to people. It might not be formal education. Sometimes I don't want to say anything inappropriate, but sometimes you don't have access to that kind of information, being in a certain city or village or country. But like, do what you can. We live in the age of the internet. We can access anything. I just told you the name of a French Polish movie. Like maybe our parents would never get to watch that. But we can. So like, go out there, hunt, learn, be hungry, and enjoy, man. And like, just put everything into it. And thank you so much for liking my work. And I hope that I can inspire you more with my future work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Ishaan.
Hi, sir.
My name is Salim Siddiqui.
Hi, Salim sir.
And we are a bunch of students from FTII. One question I would like to ask you is, what was your, as an actor, what was those few things when you were working from Beyond the Clouds and going to Dhadak? What was the transformation? What transformation process you had to go through from one to another?
Thank you for the question, sir. You can tell it's an acting school question. But well, they're very, very different characters in every way. The from the physicality to the emotional core of the characters to their behavior to their to their immediate environment, and from where they are from. So the first thing was to understand, um, having done Amir, was to understand the world of Madhukar Bagla, to understand his cultural references, to understand how he would look, who he would be. So to be more specific, Beyond the Clouds, Majidi sir needed me to look a certain way to start with. He needed me to look emaciated and malnourished, for which I had to lose a certain amount of weight, and I wouldn't recommend doing it the way I did because I had very little time to do it. But this is again part of an actor's life. Sometimes this is how you gotta do what you gotta do, and it's about how much you put yourself into it. So I had like 12 days, and I had to lose 8.5 kilos, and he wanted me to look very, very thin, very, very malnourished, and so I began to sprint. I began to eat very, very calculated meals every 2 hours to keep my metabolic rate at a certain rate. That was for Beyond the Clouds. And then to understand his background, he's a boy from Mumbai, he's a boy from a certain background who was then thrown out of it. At the age of 13 or so, he left even his sister's house. He was an orphan, first thing to understand. So his emotional makeup is very different from Madhukar, who has both his parents. He's a very happy-go-lucky boy. To understand that, to understand what his immediate environment is, he's from the Chawl in Bombay. He's fending for himself. Every day he goes out and he's resorted to ways of selling drugs and things like that to make a living, an easy buck. But with Madhukar, it was so different. First of all, Shashank wanted me to put on the weight again. I had become very skinny, and I had become a little unhealthy also because of that. And he wanted me to put on the weight and look like a normal, happy-go-lucky, Rajasthani boy. कोशिश यही थी सर कि फिर मैं थोड़ा और तंदुरुस्त लगूं, और उसके बाद हमने राजस्थानी सीखी थोड़ी बहुत. राजस्थान में उदयपुर का जो रीजन है उसमें मेवाड़ी बोली जाती है ज़्यादा, तो मेवाड़ी की हमने डायलेक्ट के थोड़े लेसन्स किए, रीडिंग्स की. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स टू अंडरस्टैंड कि किस तरह के कपड़े पहनेगा, किस तरह की ज़िंदगी जीता है, उसके मोटिवेशंस क्या हैं. तो मधुकर का क्या था कि वो बहुत ही आम सा लड़का है, गूगली आइट सा, उसको प्यार हो जाता है, और बहुत ही नाइव सा है, बहुत ही बुद्धू तो नहीं कहूँगा, बट आई वुड से दैट ही वाज अ लिटिल मोर बुद्धू देन आमिर, and he falls in love with this girl, and then that just shakes up his entire life after that. Then he has to grow up. Amir had already grown up, so that's the difference. I saw your hand, sir, first, so I'll say.
Thank you so much.
हाँ भाई.
My question to you is that when you were approaching initially in your years acting as a
Yeah, these are initial years only.
yeah, but you have acted and you have done well. While chalo, I'll be more specific. When you were approaching Dhadak, did you take any advices from people in the industry? Most prominently, your brother Shahid Kapoor. What were the suggestions he gave you as to become better?
I don't think I took any advices specifically towards Dhadak कि मैं ये कैरेक्टर कैसे प्ले करूँ, ये मेरा डेब्यू है या मेरी पहली फिल्म है, दूसरी फिल्म है, ऐसे कैसे करूँ और क्या करूँ, क्या होता है, इस तरह के सवाल मैंने नहीं पूछे, बिकॉज आई वॉज कीन टू हैव माई ओन जर्नी एंड डिस्कवर, एंड आई थिंक ही वॉज मोर कीन दैट आई हैव दैट. सो बट आई वुड से दैट जितनी भी मुझे एक्सेस थी इंडस्ट्री, आपने कहा इंडस्ट्री वाले, तो मैं ये कहूँगा कि फिल्म के जो प्रोड्यूसर थे, जो मुझे पहले मिलकर समझकर जिन्होंने मुझे चुना था, उनसे मैंने कई सारे सवाल किए कि उनका विजन क्या है इस फिल्म को लेकर, किस तरह की फिल्म बनाना चाहते हैं, और उन्होंने मुझे क्यों चुना. तो कोशिश मेरी ये रही है कि मैं जिनसे भी मिलूं इंडस्ट्री में, मैं एक्चुअली काफ़ी सवाल करता हूँ, एंड आई थिंक पीपल ऑफन टाइम्स फाइंड दैट समटाइम्स यू हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट पीपल्स पर्सनल स्पेस एंड यू डोंट वांट टू ऑलवेज गो अराउंड आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस, बट आई एम वेरी इंक्विजिटिव. सो मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि मुझे चाहे वो फिल्म से हो, थिएटर से हो. Just yesterday I saw a play, day before yesterday, of Naseer Saab's. If any of you are familiar with Naseeruddin Shah's theatre group, Motley, it's completed 40 years. And I think there's such inspiring work happening even on stage as an actor, कि सवाल तो हर जगह पैदा होते रहते हैं यार. मतलब like I want to ask you, तुमने इतनी प्यारी दाढ़ी कैसे मतलब ग्रूम की? So yeah, questions everywhere, but sorry, I was being reductive. Yes, I asked some questions in the industry. My brother always told me, the first thing he told me as an actor is, it takes time to understand what he was saying. He can be very, very, it's a deep thing. I mean, you could say it in a frivolous way, but it's a deep thing. He said, always be honest to the moment. That was something he told me very early on as an actor. Always try and find the honesty of that moment, and not play act it, not ऊपर से नहीं करना, और सोच के मत आना कि मैं ये करूँगा वो करूँगा. All your preparation as an actor, I believe, is like before you are in front of the camera, and once the camera starts rolling, somehow, I don't let out secrets, but somehow it's like everything just disappears and it becomes a part of, then you just go through the beats. So prepare so hard that you don't have to do anything when you're in front of the camera. It happens.
Thank you, Ishaan. Thank you for being here today. Thank you.
Sir.
We saw your performances. I think you bring this real endearing quality, which I really hope you protect, because it's lovely. It's what separates you from a lot of the younger actors. So congratulations on the two performances.